They're over $10 a piece. Mm, one thing I'm glad of, getting to be a nice warm days now. Longer days. So I've really been enjoying the nicer weather. And I mean, I need to get back to work. I've been enjoying the days off though with this nice weather. Just calm. And one thing's nice, right outside my bedroom window. Of course, eventually I gotta cut this thing down in the future when I start being have the money to do what I want to build a front porch. Cause this thing's starting to get overgrown up there, but it's blossomed right now, flowered, and it all, to me, it smells like honeysuckles. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but all these little blossoms, it has little bitty white flowers. They just smell really nice. But I do like the way it's grown up, because it does kind of hide my windows, so everybody can't see in my windows, but I do still get to view the tree and all the daylight. I got all kinds of birds visiting the tree. A lot of cardinals. Of course, today I've been watching a lot of bees. They've been coming up there to all them little flowers. So it's nice, kind of hides my windows here. It also kind of hides a corner of this old porch that's there. I don't know, I kind of like the way that little bit of a hidden look is on it. Since I've been able to get out there around the yard, besides just mow, I've had all these storms that's come through since I've had my surgery, all these limbs and everything dropping down everywhere. I've finally been able to start to get all of that picked up. And I'm starting to get the backyard picked up from where I did have my daughter's dogs here for the last year, I think. And they just trashed the backyard. And the bigger one, the baby, that's actually young, he destroyed everything. He chewed the crap out of everything he could touch. I've got one big wood pile out there still from last spring when the tornadoes and storms came through and they knocked this maple tree over on my blazer. I've got cardinals back outside my window. That was like a female. There are limbs out there though. Hell, they're probably 20 foot long or something. And you can watch him go up there, notice a piece all of a sudden, he just latch onto it and just drag that whole thing out in the yard or something, messing with it. Then I'd have to drag it back over. A silly dog. I could look out the kitchen window and holler at him. The first thing he wanted to do is always go find something to pick up and bring over just to show me. It's funny. So I've been working on just trying to clean, pick up everything. So much work. And there's the milk cardinal peeking in my window. I get those up there. Every once in a while, I don't know where they're living, but we have some wrens come around. And those little crazy things, you know it when they're around. Oh my God, they're loud. Just chirping like crazy. And I can't believe because my son has cats out here, then a lot of stray cats that come up to live with those cats keep having kittens. He's trying to find homes for all of them and get his cat, one of them's fixed, and you get the other one fixed. But then try to find homes for all of these stray cats keep coming over and having kittens. But I'm surprised we have as many birds around as we do with all these cats. These cats are good hunters. They keep bringing everything on up here. That female again. She keeps getting up here looking in the window. I get back to work, get money again. I need to, I guess, put some feeders down here hanging from the roof where the cats can't get to them. Something to do in the future. That's what I can do the most of right now, just plan stuff. Still can't do a whole lot and don't have the money to do a whole lot. That's one thing worries me, just something simple. And I realize that every time I try to like get up out of this chair, I always, like always, I use my arms, kind of push myself up. And that's something, like that right there kind of hurt. That's something they kept telling me at the hospital. Every time about getting up, they kept telling me not to use my arms. Since I was cut open. I can still, when I forget, I get reminded real quick. So I'll feel that pain all just through everywhere. Between the bones being cut open, the muscles being cut, the skin, the nerves, every freaking thing. Oh, that reminds me though, I finally figured out on that app for St. Francis up there, I'm able to check like all of my visits I've had since I started going for this. And I found out I can go in there and read, what do they call them? I think it's the clinical notes or whatever, that all the nurses and doctors, physical therapists, everything everybody's putting down. One of them, I found a spot where Dr. Kim had put in there. I don't know what it means, but it's 8 wires, holding my ribs or my sternum together. I think they pull them in X's, I think, from what I've seen on TV. I'm not sure about that. And then 2 titanium plates with, I think it said 8 screws. I guess they're made into X's too, maybe. Well, maybe it's just a plate. I don't know how those work. But I heard from some of my friends on Facebook. One of them, she'd had titanium pins in her back, her spine, somebody else had some in their chest. Wires, I mean. And everybody told me, generally I probably feel like a little pain for it the rest of my life. But then the weather deals. I said sometimes rain, I'd feel it. Then especially like cold weather, I'd start feeling it. Cold weather start kind of making them hurt. So joy, something else to look forward to. Generally, I spend my days trying to work on that stuff. Work on my blog. I got that somewhere on my YouTube page. The link. Check that out. Come check out my blog. I ain't the best at it. You should know that just by listening to me talk. I'm about that awkward on the blog. I'm trying on there about just go over everything I'm working on and stuff. What else? And the medicine, gotta take that for tonight. I guess I'm lucky I don't have that